Hey, good morning. Welcome to the Sunshine State of Florida for the FXR Pro Fish Bassmaster Elite. We are here in Palatka, Florida, as we are just counting the minutes away from when we start Bassmaster Live from right here at this first event of 9 the season for the 2025 Bassmaster Elite Series. I'm Tommy Sanders here with Mike Sucon.
Hey, good morning,
Getting you ready to go? Are you ready to kick this thing off, Such?
Yeah, it's our 20th year of the Elite Series, 11th year of doing Bassmaster Live, and we are ready to go. Yeah, you know it.
Second decade of Bassmaster Live on the way. Who knows what that holds in store? But one thing's true throughout the years: we can never wait for this day to happen, to get the season underway, to see how our players are going to start their campaigns in order to make all their goals for this upcoming year. It's not an easy job, but it's a job they have worked so hard to get to be out here among the 104 who are going to take off there from the city of Palatka, the city dock there in Palatka, Florida. Going to deal with the mighty St. Johns River. And there's some of our anglers. They're kind of dressed up. It's a little chilly this morning down there. It usually is this time of year when we kick off a tournament. It's been some cool temperatures leading up to it. It should warm continually throughout the week. We'll take it 4 days, fishing 8 hours each day. And at the end of the 4th day, we will have a winner for you. Let's hear first from someone we'll be following all day. Last year's AOY champ, Chris Johnston.
All right, we're getting geared up for 2025 season here. We're starting off on the St. Johns River. I'm looking forward to it. I'm hoping to have another fantastic year. Last year, obviously, was one for the books for me, but I want to follow it up with some good finishes right off the start this year, and 2 Florida tournaments to kick it off. And they're always interesting. You never know what's going to happen. You can really have a good tournament or bomb just as easy. And this year was probably one of my toughest practices I've had on the St. Johns, just because we had 2 weeks of super hot weather leading up to this tournament. And right when we got here at practice, it started to get cool. So I think a bunch of fish came up, spawned, and then we got a cold snap coming. It's going to knock them in the head. And I don't think they're going to want to bite. There's not going to be new fish pulling up.
Day one of the Elite Series, St. Johns River. It's the first day of the season. It's crazy to even be here. Thinking, a year ago today, I was still competing in college, and just how fast everything evolved with our firmway is, it's crazy. Yeah, super tough practice. I got one good area that hopefully they'll stay. And if they'll stay, we'll be just fine. But if not, we'll scramble, and I still think we'll be able to make something happen. So, but I'm just looking around, looking at all my idols, floating around me, and it's just crazy to even be here right now. So I'm just going to take it all in, and then first cast, all the nerves should go away, and we'll be right back doing our thing. So super excited and super happy to be here.
So here it is, the start of the 2025 Bassmaster Elite season here on beautiful Lake St. Johns. The weather's bad and it's perfect. Like, it's been literally, I looked at the weather before we came here. It's 11 days of 85-degree weather, and we get here and I'm dressed like I'm going deer hunting. So, but I think it'll be good. I think it'll be good today. We got some really cold weather for Florida coming, but you know what? It's Florida. It's the start of the Elite season, and I'm ready to get started.
All right, we're kicking off the 2025 Bassmaster Elite Series season here on the St. Johns River, or as Ed, my friend, likes to call it, the St. John Cruise River. I don't think I quite have them tamed here too much, but it's always different, and we're different here again. We got kind of an in-between spawn situation, still a few spawning. We got this cold front lurking, so it'll be interesting. We're going to have to grind. We're going to try something this morning, see if it works, and then just kind of go from there the rest of the day and see what happens.
All right, for the anglers we're going to be in the boat with all day today when we start our Bassmaster Live presentation. We'll bring you about 7 hours from the St. Johns River in this day number 1 of 4 days of fishing. You can see how those anglers are distributed out through actually, it's 300 miles of St. Johns River. Our anglers deal with about 100 miles of it. We go, our home base of Palatka, you go north or downstream, and it turns into sort of a wide estuary all the way to Jacksonville, Florida, and out to the Atlantic, and then we go back down toward some prominent lakes and contributing waters. One connected waterway, Lake Rodman, is not going to be in play this year.
We were on the bed 2 days ago, so
Chris Johnston.
Maybe today he's locked on, or maybe he's a mile away, but we're already in this canal, so we're just going to go back and have a quick look, but I really can't see. It's overcast, kind of rainy, and the water has dropped almost 10 degrees since our last day of practice, so not ideal for doing this type of fishing, and that's why I don't think I can commit to this for most of the day. I got a couple I wanted to check early here, and then I'm gonna spend the most of my day just fishing, because you can't even look to really find new ones with these conditions, unless you're in one of the clear springs, which there was more boats than bass in the springs, so you might get one or two out of them. But
Chris Johnson kind of giving us the lay of the land early on this day. Everyone talking about not having an ideal practice. The weather has been a big turnaround for the state of Florida here the last few days. Let's
the
take
morning
it out
starting
now
in the 50s. Tomorrow it's going to get in the 30s.
30, yeah. Tomorrow's going to be the cold day, and then we start the warming trend. Let's get out to Texan Brad Watley. Started his elite career down here 7 years ago. Had a good finish, and he's hooked up.
Get up here, son. You don't start this thing. Got a little mark on her. It's 2025, first fish of the year, little fat female. Start the year out, baby.
He had a big comeback last year to finish second place. He started 95th after day one. Had that 30-pound bag.
Still finished a good ways back from our winner, Corey Johnston, who really didn't even need to fish that final day with 93 pounds for an incredible, dominating victory. Let's get out live now to Greg Hackney. We heard from him a little bit ago. He said despite the conditions, he's ready.
I've never been here before by boat. You know, I drove in practice, so we got that part out of the way. We just kind of feeling it out. The tide has just started going down, you know.
Well, Greg Hackney, you always see him here, either around some cypress trees or in these dug canals here. He's just about always has good success down here. We would not take our eyes off of him this first day of competition. He has such a great record here, and he's, well, like John Cruz, a full length of the 20 years of the Bassmaster Elite Series. He has been a part of the show. We got a big show coming up here just moments away. Davey Hite will join us, and a special guest, Such, who I won't name right now, but I'll give you a clue. Nobody knows more about winning at the highest level on the St. Johns River than our guest. I've kind of given away the story, haven't I?
Gave it away a little bit.
We'll wait to roll him out for you. All right, that starts right here on Bassmaster.com at 8 a.m. Eastern. Also on Roku, our new streaming partner, the nation's premier streaming network on Roku, will be here for a couple hours this morning. It's going to be terrific. We'll talk more about that, but the main thing is we'll be looking for these big bass here, and two of the biggest bass in Bassmaster history come from here, Such.
Yes, I know. Long time ago.
We'll see if it can happen again. Maybe we can add one more during the course of this day number one, the Bassmaster Elite Series 2025.